there! Welcome to the world of Pokemon. This is The Route to Victory Road, a podcast that chronicles our journeys through the main series titles of the Pokemon franchise. I'm your host, Pokemon Professor Mackenzie. I'm joined today, as always, by my wonderful partner and co-host, Jaylee.
Hello, I am Jaylee, the Pokemon student, amateur,
Sure.
Padawan.
The trainer.
Sure.
You're the trainer leaving Pallet Town today. That's what we did.
We did.
So we are a podcast. We're going to be talking about our journey through Pokemon, as I said in the intro. Today we started with Pokemon Red and Blue.
We did.
I'm playing Red version.
I'm playing Blue. We're just two people in our 30s playing through Pokemon.
Why not?
I love it.
You know, you haven't played Pokemon since the 90s.
Since the 90s.
Or maybe the early 2000s, depending on when you played last.
It was late 90s.
Okay. And me, I've been playing Pokemon since the 90s. So we're going to... I'm kind of like showing you the series, and I think that's wonderful.
I'm going to butcher this, and you're going to be very mad at everything that...
I'm not going to be mad at anything.
All the mispronunciations and everything I say.
You know what a mistake is? It's an opportunity to learn.
Oh boy!
The more you know.
I'm going to be learning so much.
Okay, so we experienced issues at the start. And that it was almost impossible for us to get the games even working, which is too bad. We're playing on Virtual Console on our 3DSs. But Nintendo doesn't like it when you have one account on multiple DSs. So since I owned all the games, I thought that it would be like a piece of cake for you to just join me and play on my Blue version while I played on Red version. But we wanted to do things like trade and things like that, so I needed it to be on separate DSs. But I didn't think it was going to be an issue because I didn't know that you couldn't have the same account on multiple DSs.
Yeah, they didn't like that too much.
So that was our first... That was our first obstacle.
It took us several days to actually get this going.
We needed to make you an account. We needed to get money on that account, which is also another thing because you can't add funds to a 3DS account. You can only add it to your Nintendo account, which, oh my gosh.
What did you say about mistakes? There we go.
Yeah.
This is our first learning curve.
It was so long, but we got them working. We got Blue for Jaylee. We got Red for myself.
Which is kind of cool because when I was younger, I played the Red version. I have never played Blue.
And I've played them both. I also started with Red. Well, I started with Red when I was a kid, and I actually didn't have Blue until I was an adult. I got Blue when I was like 19 or 20 or something like that. But I've played almost every generation, but not every version. So I think maybe as we continue along through the other generations, I'll take the version that I haven't played, and then you can play the other version because that will be the version you haven't played because you haven't played any of them.
Deal. Yep. That works out for me.
That works. All right. So reading through my notes here, that was day one, was all the issues trying to get all that working. Day two, we got it working, and we begin our adventure. So let's talk about our characters. What did you pick for a name for your character in Pokemon Blue?
Oh, I went pretty boring. I just named him Jay.
Jay?
Because why not? Yeah.
Okay, sure.
My enemy, however.
Yes.
What was his name again? I'm kidding. That's funny. I named my enemy Kermie.
Kermie.
Shout out to my real life best friend in the world, Kermie. Kermie and I have already been... we're at each other's throats in this game.
Yeah.
In the game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're good friends in real life, so thanks, Kermie, for the inspiration.
And what did Jay start with?
Ooh, okay. My starter Pokemon. This might be a surprise to you. Mac and I, we have been playing the game side by side, but not looking at each other's screens with headphones on and keeping everything private and secrets, so we're going to spill all the secrets. My starter Pokemon was a Squirtle.
Squirtle?
And I have never played Squirtle before because I thought he was just a little bit, boring.
Sure.
Charmander was always my favorite. and I always picked Charmander. That was the first Pokemon I would ever pick for anything. So I wanted to be a little bit different. And yeah, I picked Squirtle. And can you guess what I named him?
Bubbles.
No.
Oh.
I named him Gucci.
Gucci?
I thought you would have guessed that. My other real life best friend.
Yeah,
my bestest best fur baby.
You could have got a Rattata, named it Gucci.
Yeah, but Squirtle's for life. So.
Yeah, but Rattata looks more like Gucci, in my opinion.
But Rattata's a little bit ugly, and you know how shallow I am with Pokemon. So.
You think Rattata's ugly?
Shh, it's okay.
The truth comes out.
It's okay.
Okay, well, my character's name is Cam. C-A-M.
Oh.
Because it's Mac backwards.
I was going to say, not a K-C-A-M, but.
And the reason why it's Mac backwards is because I have given myself the challenge of picking Pokemon to play through this generation that I never use when playing through this generation of games.
I like that. That might be a little bit of advantage for me.
It could
Probably
be.
not.
We'll see. So I'm going to be playing with Pokemon that I never use. So that means that I have outlawed the use. I'm still going to catch them, probably. In fact, I am, because I already have caught one of them. But I'm still going to try and catch the ones that I normally use. But I'm not going to use them for like the gym battles or the Elite Four or anything like that.
For this whole game? Or
for the whole game.
Forward? Okay, I'm going to hold you to this.
So that's Pokemon like Raichu and Gyarados.
Yeah, let's get a list right now, because then I can call
I
you
don't
out
have
if
a
you
whole
actually...
list. I don't have a whole list.
If
but
you
I
end up
can,
using any of these on your team, I'm calling you out so hard.
I can try and make. I can try and list them. So
it.
It would be Venusaur, is my usual starter. Is Bulbasaur. Gyarados, Pikachu. I usually use Victory Bell. But that's not going to be an issue for me because I don't get Bellsprout in my game. I'd have to get you to trade me one, I will get.
I'm taking notes on how to build a good team now from you.
I will get you to send me a Bellsprout, but I'm not going to use Victory Bell in my team, my final team. And I'll send you an Oddish for the Bellsprout.
Okay.
We'll trade.
Sure.
Because you don't get Oddish in your game. I get Oddish in mine.
Is Oddish cute?
Oddish is cute.
Oh.
Oddish is very cute.
Okay.
And then Oddish evolves twice, just like Bellsprout does. Bellsprout evolves twice into the hideous plant, Victory Bell.
Oh, I don't want it.
But very powerful. Very powerful,
Not
but
worth
hideous.
it.
And then Oddish evolves into the equally cute Vileplume.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's further down the road. Another Pokemon I cannot use is Vaporeon.
Deal.
Okay. And I can't use... What else is a big one that I use all the time? So no Raichu, no Gyarados, no Venusaur, no Vaporeon, no Victory Bell. I won't be able to use... Alakazam, which is the evolved form of Abra.
What?
Yeah, it's a psychic Pokemon, and I like to use it because you catch it early, and it's very useful very quickly because there's like lots of like fighting types and poison types that you can use it against in this generation. But so I won't be catching... Oh, no, I will catch Abra, but I won't be using Alakazam.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah, so that's why it's Cam. And then my rival's name is Badman.
Badman.
His name is Badman.
Wow.
And that is inspired by a shirt that Vegeta wears in Dragon Ball when he's not wearing his Saiyan armor. He's got a pink shirt, and on the back it says Badman, and I love it.
Okay, that's cute.
And I want that shirt in real life, but that is why I named my rival Badman.
I like it.
Mm-hmm. Also, I chose Charmander because out of all the times that I've ever played Red and Blue, I have never chosen Charmander as my starter. I always choose Bulbasaur, and the very first time I played, I chose Squirtle.
I'm so offended. He's the only one I've ever chosen.
Not ever. I have used him in the remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green, but I've never used him in the first generation ever. So this is a new experience for me.
Wow.
And also, we'll get to it, but it also led to a decision that I made this week.
What did you name him?
My Charmander?
Yeah.
My Charmander's name is Cinderace,
Oh boy.
which is the name of another Pokemon.
We were just talking about this earlier.
Yes,
Yeah.
we were.
Okay.
Also,
I think that's a little cheating, but
point of fact, I also nicknamed my rival's Pokemon, even though you can't actually do that.
Oh. Okay,
I
you just
have
did it in your
I have
head.
done it headcanon. His Squirtle's name is Schmeat.
Schmeat.
Yeah, Schmeat.
Very nice.
Yeah. So he's Schmeat the Squirtle and Cinderace the Charmander.
Okay.
So that is how we started our journey. Professor Oak pulls us aside and says, "It's dangerous to go alone. Take this."
No.
Oh, is that not what he says?
Oh, you're funny. Oh, you're funny. You're gonna go through this like line by line? I'm playing the game again. I'm putting on my Zelda.
So, what happened? How did you start your journey? How was it?
It was very nostalgic for
Yeah.
me. Yeah, as soon as I turn on the game, again, having a Game Boy in my hand, or 3DS, I guess, I have never owned one, and it was weird kind of just being like, okay, you know me trying to learn new controls and learn new games. It takes me a while, but oh yeah, it was so cute just listening to the music and just walking along and picking my first Pokemon all over again. It was so cute and so much fun, and
What do you think of Kermie battling you, challenging you
challenging me
immediately?
right away. I mean, it's very Kermie-like. Of course, you'd want to test out the Pokemon, but yeah, she didn't get very far.
No, Bulbasaur. You beat Bulbasaur?
Yes.
Yeah?
Almost like instantaneously.
Oh, yeah?
So yeah.
Your
So I
Squirtle's
picked-
nice and tough?
Yeah, Gucci is pretty strong. She was a little bit anxious, but she's strong. she's a good Gucci.
She's a fighter.
Yeah. But remind me to tell you about my battle with Kermie later.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, so we head out on Route 1, and you run into any Pokemon there that Gucci had to beat up? Tons. You
Yeah,
can't catch 'em.
a few. I mean, you can't catch them.
Yeah, for some reason in Pokemon games they do this. You leave your initial town and they don't give you Pokeballs to
I didn't
start.
remember that. Yeah, it took me a while to be like, okay, how do I get my Pokeballs out? Which I couldn't ask you because we are trying to do this without Mac's help.
You are allowed to
I know,
ask,
but
you
my
are trying
ego,
to. I
my
get
ego
you.
is
I
telling me
understand.
not to.
I'm just letting everyone know out there that you are allowed to ask me for help, but
Yeah, no. Yeah, I totally forgot that you didn't start out with Pokeballs, so that was kind of annoying because I just wanted to catch all the ones. Except they were all like Rattatas and like ugly little things that I didn't really want to catch anyway.
yeah,
So I'm
Pidgey
fine
and
with that.
Rattata are what you mostly run into
Yeah.
on Route 1, yeah.
Cool.
So we get to Veridian City, and did you have any troubles getting, like when you got to the city, do you remember, did you go straight to the Pokemon Mart? Or did you know what you had to do, or did you look around town first?
I walked into every house and talked to every person, which was kind of boring. And I remembered that, yeah, just talking to random people is boring, and they try to just brag about their life with Pokemon and how they're all like amazing people and Pokemon are so amazing. I was like, oh yeah, okay. So I went to the Pokemon Mart. I got some Pokeballs, which I was really excited about. And I forgot all about like money and buying things in this game. So I bought like potions and stuff, and I was like, I need all this stuff. And I spent all my money. And I was like, oh, never
no.
mind. I didn't need to do this.
Did you talk to the Mart employee who is standing on Route 1? There's a Mart employee, and he gives you a potion for free.
Oh, yeah, he gives me a free potion.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Yeah, I got the free potion.
Did you remember to check the computer in your room to get the free potion out of there?
No, how am I supposed to know that?
You didn't know? That's okay. You can actually still receive it when you go to the Pokemon Center, that computer in the corner. There will be one that's called Your PC, reaching for your 3DS.
Turning on the DS now.
So there is a the PC in the Pokemon Center will have a Your Computer, or Your PC, I think it's called.
Yeah.
And you can log in there to retrieve your potion out of there.
Okay,
So there's another free potion for you.
cool. But now I'm broke, wandering around the city and needing to make some money. So, I'll have a good time.
So we grabbed the mysterious parcel. We returned it to Oak. It turned out to be Pokedexes. And now our journey starts in earnest. We head back to Veridian City.
This throws a wrench in my Pokemon plans because I was planning to only catch the cute ones. And now for Professor Oak, I have to catch them all. And I really don't want to do that because some of them are not really cute and kind of useless.
No, like you were saying, you think that Rattata is not cute, hey?
It's the teeth for me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same as, yeah, never mind.
Fair enough. Yep. What about Pidgey? Did you catch a Pidgey?
I caught a Pidgey. Okay.
All right.
So I'm not going to tell you levels or names yet,
Yeah,
but
no,
I
that's
do
okay.
have a Pidgey.
Okay.
I don't know. Because going back to my battle with Kermie, where was that?
Route 22.
Yeah.
So it's to the west of Veridian City.
We're not there yet, so I shouldn't talk about this yet. But I went there first because I didn't know what was down that way, and I'm a rebel and didn't want to stick to a path. So I was like, I'm going to try going this way. And Kermie called me out, and she's like, you're not going to get anywhere because you have no badges. And I was like, oh, yeah, try me.
Okay, yeah, and how did that battle go?
Oh, no, Kermie kicked my butt.
Oh, really?
She had a Pidgey.
Yep.
I didn't have a Pidgey, and her Pidgey was like level 4 or 5.
It was level 10.
Was
Level
it?
10 Pidgey, yep.
No, mine wasn't.
No, but Kermie's would have been
No,
level 10.
like, really?
Yep, level 10
I don't
Pidgey,
remember seeing
level
10.
8 Bulbasaur. Yeah, that's how high, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why she beat me and bragged about it forever, and now she's haunting me. So...
I'm interested. So you didn't beat...
No,
Kermie,
she beat me the first time. Then I ran away and I tried to level up my Pokemon and get my revenge.
Okay, so you were able to go back and
Yeah.
face Kermie again?
Yeah,
Okay.
I leveled up Gucci and I leveled up a couple more, and then, yeah.
You were able to,
I beat her.
to beat. Okay, that's awesome.
But I didn't continue going that way.
Okay. Did you catch anything along that route, though? There were things in the grass over there.
I think I caught the 2. So here are things that I'm going to butcher and you're going to correct me on. Is it Nidoran?
That's it.
Nidoran?
Yeah,
Nidoran?
Nidoran.
Okay,
Yeah.
I caught one of those, and then the male, female, the other
Yeah,
one.
Nidoran and Nidoran. They're both Nidoran.
What?
Yeah, one's Nidoran male, one's Nidoran female.
Oh, that's why I couldn't. Okay, I caught one of each,
Okay.
and yeah, they're really cute, so
Mhm.
I kept them. Do you want me to tell you my Pokemon? Not yet. Okay, so I caught a couple of those, and then I caught another bird. I got to tell you the names of my birds, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so
You want to tell them now?
I think so.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want me to go through all of my Pokemon, or just go through?
No, we can
Okay,
we can
so-
do that later when we get to Pewter City.
Okay, you can help me on this too because I have 2 birds.
Okay.
I have a Pidgey,
Yeah.
whose name is Floofy,
Floofy the Pidgey.
and
Okay.
then I have another bird. It's not a Pidgey. Its name is Fluffy, and I don't remember what it is.
Fluffy the Spearow.
Yes. Okay, I knew it. See.
So
Oh, you're
Floofy
so
and
good.
Fluffy?
Floofy and Fluffy. Yeah, and I named them like that, thinking, oh, it'll tell me what Pokemon they are. But no, it just tells me their names. It doesn't tell me what it is, so I'm never going to remember. But yeah, okay, it's a Spearow. I just put other bird on my notes because I couldn't remember.
Other bird.
Because I know Pidgey is the important bird.
His name is Cherry Dude.
Cherry Dude.
Okay.
Anyway, yeah.
Well, I also ran into Badman on Route 22, and I was able to... I had a level 10 Charmander by then. So I actually took him out quite easily. Even with his bubble, Charmander still just scratched him to death. It was easy.
To be fair, you knew it was coming.
I forgot what levels his Pokemon were, but I did know that he was there trying to fight me. That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
Also, by that point, I'd already caught most of my team that I went to Brock with.
I'm scared to hear what your levels are at because my Pokemon are...
Oh, they're not going to be that high. I spent a lot of time leveling up 2 specific Pokemon.
I remember I was on my way to the gym and you were like, nope, I'm leveling up. And I was
Yeah,
like, oh,
well,
I've made mistakes
And
here.
we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But let's just say that it was an idea I had that I was wrong about, so it's fine. So,
oh no.
yes. So I caught a Weedle, a Nidoran male, and a Spearow, and then I
Okay.
fought against I fought against Badman and took him out with all my Pokemon. He almost wiped them all out.
Really?
Yeah, like my Charmander was left like half health, but all the rest of my Pokemon were nearly dead because his Pidgey and his Squirtle just did that big of a number on all my Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, I did have Nidoran female by then. I thought I was still looking for her by the time I went to Badman, but no, I did catch both Nidos as well, and I had a Spearow and a Weedle. Which you've seen, right? The little worms with the pointy heads. Yeah, I've seen
Weedles. I am not catching one of those. Sorry, Oak.
After that, there's not really anything to do down that path. I think there's a hidden item, maybe like another potion or something like that. But other than that, there's nothing really in that area for us.
I didn't see any hidden items.
Well, hidden items are hidden.
Ran away.
You can't see them.
Okay. I just ran away.
And then we head up to Veridian Forest. Anything of note happened there? I remember you exclaimed about the amount of bug catchers.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was quite humorous.
Bug catchers come from. Yeah, I learned all about bug catchers and bugs. I met a lot of bugs in there. But I was really excited because I caught a Pikachu.
Yes, you were very excited. I knew exactly what had happened because of how
noises.
excited you were about that. That was really funny. You met that Pikachu early too.
Yeah, that's why I was surprised at why it was there so early. It was the first thing that I saw in the forest.
Very low capture or very low encounter rate. Sorry, very low encounter rate for Pikachu in this generation. So it's awesome that you were able to find one. So you found one before I even entered the forest. That's how early you found one.
Yeah, I think I was jumping ahead. I was kind of like, I think I got a little competitive because I was trying to get to the gym before you did. I don't know why.
And you
did. I did.
You did get to the gym before I did.
I did, but then
you got through the forest. I was just entering the forest when you were exiting it.
But as per our deal, I had to turn off my DS and stop playing after that, and then I just kind of sat not watching you play, but kind of just waiting around, being like, okay, he's still playing. This isn't fair. I want to play. So I shot myself in the foot there. But anyway.
So our deal is we play until after the gym. So we beat the gym, get the badge. We go to the Pokemon Center, heal, save, quit. Yeah. That is all we are allowed to do after the gym is beaten. But leading up to the gym, we're allowed to grind all we want. I would say up to maybe a certain point, because otherwise we could just sit there and play all week.
You're going to be at level 100 and I'm still down at under level 10.
I would say probably we try and shoot for like within 3 levels of the gym leader.
Okay.
So like we'll talk about Misty's levels. So we'll try not to exceed 3 levels. Sometimes it'll happen just because you have like a favorite Pokemon to use during a section or something like that. But we'll try not to outlevel the gym leaders by more than 3 levels. I think that's fair.
Okay.
Nothing of note happened for me in the forest other than Sparta, my Spearow, was able to catch up to Charmander just because I used Sparta exclusively through the catching the bugs and everything like that. And I was able to find a Pikachu in the final 4 squares. Like if you picture the path as blocks of 4 squares, I found him in the final 4 squares of grass leading out of the forest. I just ran into it and I was like, oh sure, I'll catch you. So I caught Sparky the Pikachu is what I called him.
Sparky, that's original.
Mm-hmm.
Mine's name is Zeus.
And I leveled him up a bunch in the grass just outside Pewter. On Route 2, it's called. And I was killing Pidgeys and Rattatas with Pikachu. But then I decided, you know what, I'm not going to use Pikachu against Brock anyway, because not only have I made it so that, like, I've made this deal with myself so that I don't, but also I can't, because Pikachu doesn't learn in anything non-electric for a long time. So I decided to box Pikachu. Yeah.
How dare you?
And I went back to the forest where I spent, I think, nearly an hour looking for a Caterpie.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you. Before I caught Pikachu, I caught a Caterpie.
Right.
Like
yes,
first
you did.
thing.
You did tell me that you caught a Caterpie. But
Just to rub.
oh,
it in
I
a
see.
little
You
bit.
didn't say it on the podcast.
No, I
get you.
will. I'll name all my all my Pokemon and their levels, and they're cute.
Yeah.
Obnoxious names.
You have obnoxious names for all of them? I can't wait to hear them. But so yes, I did catch a Caterpie, because I knew I was going to need all the help I could get against Brock, or at least that's what I thought. And so that's why I spent so much time leveling. Why you were waiting for so long after you beat Brock. You were waiting for me to do my leveling.
I did ask you what you were doing. You said you were leveling them up, and I was already finished the gym, so I was getting a little nervous.
Yes.
So
but
now my Pokemon are all low.
That is because I knew that Charmander was not going to be any help against the Rock Gym. I thought that it was going to be much harder than it was, but let's take a little bit of a break, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about how the gym was for us. All right, see you guys on the other side of this break. And we're back from break.
Hello.
So yeah, we were talking about going to face Brock. So tell me about your experience fighting the Rock Gym.
On my way to the gym, you mentioned that you were leveling up your Pokemon because you didn't think you had anything that would last against Brock. So I got a little scared and I walked back. I turned around immediately and I was like, oh, maybe I should level up my Pokemon. And I know nothing about Pokemon, so I don't know what's going to be rock type. So I maybe did a little bit of research and picking your brain. And then you were complaining about not finding a Caterpie. And I had one, so I thought if I just level this thing up and fight forever until he evolved, then I might have a chance. Which I spent a lot of time doing that. Too much time. Oh my gosh, it took forever to fight with this little Caterpie.
Yeah.
Oh, he kept dying. He kept fainting with everything because, I don't know. And then he evolved into this ugly Metapod. And I kept running into Metapod, and all they would do was harden, so I thought it was useless. So when it evolved into Metapod, I got a little scared, but you told me that they keep their moves and everything, so it's fine. And my Metapod was actually pretty strong, and I was pretty proud of that little guy. And then finally, after probably an hour of just fighting with this stupid little Metapod Caterpie thing, he evolved into Butterfree, and then I was like, okay, I have a little bit of confidence because my Squirtle was pretty high level, and I had Butterfree. So I went to beat Brock. I went around the first guy. I kind of went behind because something clicked in my brain when I entered the gym, and I was like, oh, I can walk behind this guy. Maybe he won't like stop me if I walk behind him. And I never got stopped by him.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh, okay, I'm going to go straight to Brock. Because I kind of remember going in front of him. This was years ago. And then having to fight him first and then Brock.
That's right.
Is that how it works?
Yep.
Okay, good. So I went around him. And I went straight to Brock. And he wasn't too hard. My Squirtle and my Butterfree beat up his little, rock thing with biceps and arms. I will remember the name one day.
So he's
got
kind of
biceps and arms. Yeah, he's cool.
Yeah.
Geo dude.
Yeah! He's Cherry Dude.
He's Cherry Dude now. Yes. He didn't take long. I think I ended up going through my Butterfree. I'm trying to remember. He didn't really take out my Butterfree, but between him and Onyx, my Butterfree just fainted, and then Squirtle finished Onyx with like a move. So it was pretty good. Yeah, it was pretty easy. But then after the gym, I was like, oh no, I'm done. I had to go heal my Pokemon and turn off my DS, which was super sad because you were still playing and I wanted to just level up and keep playing. But as per our deal, I turned it off.
Maybe we'll amend our deal so that you can continue playing as long as I'm playing.
Oh.
We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
Yeah, how was the gym for you?
It was very easy. So before the gym, like I said, I have Charmander. So I was worried that I was not going to do well against Geodude and Onyx because I was worried that they were going to just resist everything I did and they were just going to steamroll me. So I overcompensated, and I went and for an hour found a Caterpie, and then for the next hour, I spent time leveling both Caterpie and Weedle up until they were both Beedrill and Butterfree.
Weedle is Beedrill.
Weedle will eventually evolve into Beedrill.
And then okay, because
Butterfree
you
is
have the
Caterpie.
Caterpie. Right, yeah, I have that. Yeah.
So, I went in to Brock with 2 third-level Pokemon, Beedrill and Butterfree, and I actually took on the junior trainer, which is what his name is. I think in the remakes his name is Camper Ethan, but in this instance he is just called junior trainer because they don't have names yet. And I took him out. He was really easy. He had a Diglett and something else. I don't remember. But he tells you that you're 10,000 light years from facing Brock, which is a measure of distance, not time. So that's funny. And then, I fought Brock, and I didn't even switch Pokemon. I had one Pokemon out, and it swept his team.
Nice.
And I was like, oh, man, that was easy, and I feel like a fool now.
You're ready for the next part, though.
Yeah. I'm going to be ready for the next part. Exactly. Okay. So let's do our Pokemon Center check-in, where we talk about our Pokemon team and the levels of the Pokemon. But also the names, I suppose, because that's part of the team.
Am I going first?
Sure. Yeah,
Okay.
if you want to.
Okay, so you already know some of the names, but my Squirtle is Gucci. I ended with her at level 14.
Oh, yeah.
Which
very
is
nice.
not super high, but I had to stop playing.
It's higher than any of mine.
Really? Oh, you scared me. I was so scared that you were already at like level 20 and
Nope.
kicking my butt. Okay. My Pikachu is named Zeus. He is a level 8.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good, but not good. My Caterpie Metapod Butterfree,
Yeah.
which is a Butterfree now. His name is Bud.
Bud.
Yeah.
That's cute. Bud the Butterfree.
Yeah. He's a level 10. He's pretty
okay.
buff. Yeah.
All right.
My one bird, hold on, which one? Pidgey. So Floofy
Mm-hmm.
is level 7. And then Fluffy, the other bird, Spearow. I didn't even write down his level because he was just so useless to me. I just caught him and I was like, oh, this is the other bird that I can't remember what you are. I think he's probably a level 5 or whatever I caught him.
Okay.
Caught him at. We're just going to say level 5. I'll check that later.
You should take him and go kill some Kakuna, because he's got Peck, which is a flying move, where Pidgey, Floofy, has Gust, which is, in this generation, it's a normal move, not a flying move.
Noted. I will switch out my birds.
All right.
But Fluffy's still going to be known as Other Bird because my memory is terrible. One of my Nidoran, is named Bun Bun.
Okay.
He's only a level 4 because he's just there for aesthetics. He's cute. And the Nidoran female is named Buttercup.
Buttercup and Bun Bun, that's adorable.
Because, see, I was starting to name all my Pokemon after, like, my childhood pets, and then I got really sad doing that. So Buttercup was my very first bunny when I was 4 years old.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was my bunny. But then I got really sad because I remember how Buttercup died, and I was like, oh, maybe I shouldn't name these after my childhood pets anymore. So I stopped. And then that's it for my Pokemon. That's all I have.
You haven't caught anything else yet?
No.
Oh, okay.
Because I was a little bit shallow in what I wanted to catch.
That's okay. So my Pokemon. First off, we have the Queen, who is my Nidoran female.
Cute. Okay.
She's level 10.
Nice.
I have the King, who's my Nidoran male, and he's level 11.
Ooh.
I have Twinnings, my Beedrill. He's level 12.
Like the tea.
Like the tea. I have Frink, the Butterfree. And he is also level 12. And he was the one who carried me through the entire gym. I have Sparta, the Spearow, who is also level 12. And finally, I have Cinderace, the Charmander, who is also level 12.
Nice. Very even.
Very even.
Across the board. I like it.
10, 11, 12, 12, 12.
I was planning on making them all kind of the same level, but then I got kind of fed up with my birds and my bunnies. I was like, oh, I don't really care about you guys right now.
That's fair. That's fair. That is it for that section. The Pokemon Center check-in.
Good check-in.
What we'll be doing in later episodes is we'll be talking about how our teams switch up or any new developments happening on our current Pokemon, like new evolutions or new moves that we're excited about, that sort of thing. But we're going to move into another segment called Pokemon Academy, where I'm going to show Jaylee the silhouette of a Pokemon, and you're going to tell me which Pokemon it is. Don't worry, this one is really easy. I've made the stipulation for this generation that they are always going to be part of the section that we just played. Are you ready?
No, I was actually hoping you'd forget about this part, but okay, this is going to prove to you and anybody listening to this how much I don't know Pokemon.
Okay, here we go. I'm going to bring up the photo.
Oh no.
Here it is.
That's not fair.
No, it's totally fair.
No, because I don't know which one it is.
Oh, I see.
Unless they look the same.
No, they look a little different.
Okay, it's one of the bunnies, but it's the one that I've been messing up the name this whole time. Do I lose points if I get the name wrong?
If you would like, I can give you hints.
No, because I know what it
hint
is.
Per picture. How's that? Because I have two pictures.
No, there's two?
There's two pictures.
That's not fair.
Well, there's the silhouette, and then there's the fully colored in, like just the image.
No, because I know this is one of the bunnies.
Yep.
But is it Buttercup or Bun Bun? Hold on, because so it's a... Oh, what was I saying earlier? I was saying it wrong earlier. So it's a Nidoran?
Nidoran, yeah.
Okay, I need to know, because one of them is really cute and has their head like kind of like down and tucked in, but this is the one whose nose is up and it looks kind of... I'm going to say male. I'm going to say female because you just gave me a look. Nidoran female.
This is Nidoran female.
Yes. Why is it... that's... You just showed me the colored in picture and
I showed you
it's
the
not
picture
as
and you are
cute
not
as I
liking it.
I thought.
It's calling out.
Yes, we'll say that.
It looks so happy.
I just want to put
like
a little
that.
pizza emoji in its mouth.
We can do that.
We can do that.
We can do that.
That's going to
You
be
don't
our
like this. You don't
profile picture and everything is a Nidoran with a pizza in its mouth.
Oh, that would be really cute.
It has to happen now. I'll make that.
We have to call... That's what our viewers should be. The Pizza Rans or something
Pizza
like
Rans.
that.
Cute.
Nido pizzas. I don't know. Something. Nido pies.
He just looks like he wants to chomp on something.
Nido pies are cute.
Nido pie?
Yeah.
That's cute.
We'll work it out.
We'll work it.
All right, and now I have trivia.
Oh gosh.
For the Who's That Pokemon. You're not going to have to guess. I'm just going to tell you.
Oh, I don't have to guess.
No,
anything?
you don't have to guess.
I'm
just going
to
to tell you
can
trivia
stop
about Nidoran.
sweating.
So, Nidoran evolves at level 16 into Nidorina, after which it oddly loses its ability to breed. In later games, in this generation, there actually is no breeding.
Pardon me?
It's not something that's available.
What?
And here's the other weird thing about it losing its ability to breed. It is the only Pokemon that does this.
I thought it was a PG podcast.
It's the only Pokemon that loses its ability to breed after evolving. Isn't that weird? Eggs from Nidoran female can either hatch into Nidoran males or Nidoran females.
Pokemon lay eggs?
Pokemon lay... Well, actually, technically, no one's ever seen a Pokemon lay an egg. So it can't be guaranteed that Pokemon lay eggs. They just know that if you leave two Pokemon together for an extended period of time, an egg will be found.
Oh boy.
Actually, that's really funny because that was... I'm playing Pokemon Brilliant Diamond right now on the Switch, and that I just went by the daycare, and someone told me that exact bit of trivia. Just last night, in fact, while I was playing Brilliant Diamond, someone said to me that no one's ever seen a Pokemon lay an egg. They just know that if you leave two Pokemon together who are compatible, sometimes eggs will be found.
Weird.
In the Pokemon Adventures manga, Green, which is a third character from this generation, so there's Red, which is our character, Blue, which is the rival character, and Green, or sometimes known as Leaf, who is the female character in the remakes, Fire Red and Leaf Green. So Green had a Nidoran female, whose name was Nido. Most Pokedex entries for Nidoran talk about how small it is and how poisonous it is. They seem to use the words poison, toxins, and venom interchangeably, even though those words do not mean the same thing. When gender was introduced into the games in Generation 2, the Nidos remained separate Pokemon species. In fact, they do not show their gender in the stat screen of Generation 2 if they are not given a nickname.
Weird.
Isn't that weird? Yeah.
Okay.
If they have just the name that's Nidoran female, it will not tell you. It'll say that the gender is unspecified.
Okay, but gender isn't specified for any other Pokemon, so why these ones?
Just in Generation 1. In Generation 2 onward, gender is specified.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Except in certain instances, like legendaries don't have gender, and neither do certain Pokemon like unknown.
Strange. Okay.
Yeah. But
cool.
we'll get to that in Generation 2. Its shiny form makes it pink with green ears, so it looks more like its male counterpart, and vice versa. The male shiny makes it has blue with purple ears, so it looks like Nidoran female.
Cute.
Yeah. And that's all I have for trivia on Nidoran female.
Love it.
We're going to take another quick little break, and we will be back with our closing remarks. Okay, and we're back from our break. So in the next episode, we're going to be going through the next bit of the adventure to Misty, the water gym in Cerulean City? Cerulean Town? Cerulean City. Cerulean City sounds right. So she is the water gym leader in Cerulean City. We will be going through Mount Moon to get to them from Pewter.
Mount Moon is happening already?
Mount Moon is happening already. Mount Moon is the next area.
Oh, I learned about Mount Moon in the museum.
You went to the museum.
I did.
And how was that?
It was boring. I learned about Mount Moon and some rocks and Team Rocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, boring stuff. Anyway.
That's
Next.
very exciting. We do have to visit the museum one more time after beating Brock.
They took my money.
Well, this time they won't take your money.
Okay,
so what
I'm
you're going to
broke.
do is we're going to go in the back door because we're
Whoa.
going to get a special item that will come into play much, much later in the game.
PG podcast.
PG? Yes.
No, it's not. I'm sorry, burst your bubble. No, not PG with me on it. I'm sorry. Okay, we're going back to the museum and Mount Moon.
Back to the museum in Mount Moon.
Okay.
Mount Moon next. Okay, everybody. Well, thank you. And the quote that I'm going to leave you with today is a quote from Grimsley, who is a dark trainer in a later generation. And he says, "It's more important to master the cards you're holding than to complain about the ones your opponent was dealt." And I think that's pretty powerful.
That's thought-provoking.
Yes. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you.
We hope you have a great week. And we will see you next week. Thank you, everybody, so much for watching. Oh, my God. They're not watching.
Nope. I hope not, anyway. We might have to close the blinds.
Jeez.